Finding personal phone numbers of the decision makers is about 10 times harder than email. So today I'll show you 5 methods, paid and free, manual and automated, how you can scrape high quality mobile phone numbers of your ideal prospects so you can cold call, voicemail drop, or text them. All right, cool. So before I show you the places and tools that I use to get those phone numbers, I want you to understand the difference between local businesses and online professional businesses, and small businesses like a one-man band versus big firms. Depending on the niche that you're going after, there's going to be different tools, different places that we'll be using to get phone numbers, right? So, for example, a one-man band, small business owner that is just getting started, can be HVAC, electrician, plumber, anyone. Probably they put their own personal cell phone numbers on their website, right? The local small businesses. They put their personal numbers on a Google page and Facebook pages because they want to take calls themselves. And that's the big differences. Because if you're going after the big even roofing company, electrician company, it doesn't really matter. If you go for the bigger one, you're probably not going to find the CEO, the founder, the personal data of that person, right? So that's why we're going to use different tools. Again, the law firm, for example, or some big agency, marketing agency, it can be a big roofing company, HVAC, doesn't really matter. They don't really put their personal numbers there because they have the whole front desk, they have the secretary, they have the gatekeepers, right? Same with the like dentists or doctors. They usually have gatekeepers as well. And we want the personal phone number of a decision maker and not the front desk landline number, right? So I show you at first, I'll show you the personal data for local businesses and non-local businesses. This one is manual way, and I use two websites, and these are public records and freely available. So we're not going to break any rules, anything like that. And it's called, one of the websites is called True People Search, and another one is Cyber Background Checks. I know there is a couple of more, but those are the main ones that I personally use. And there is pros and cons in all of those methods, right? So what are the cons is it only works for if you target a US and might require a US proxy. Because if I go to this website, and let me copy that link, and I go to incognito mode, oh, it always says like, sorry, have been blocked and things like that. Same with the second website, and and it's because probably since it's US based public search, then because of that, probably they just blocking everybody who is not in the US, right? So my location, I locate outside of the US in the moment, so that's why I use proxy, a US proxy, and I use my private proxy for that matter. You can use whatever you want. I'm just sharing what works for me, and I pay $250 for that proxy, and I use also free Chrome extension called Proxy Switchy Omega. You can just Google that, you can type it, and obviously I already installed that. So that's why my location right now is showing New York or something, because of the proxy. And that's why I can freely use those two websites that I'm going to show you right now. Now, another cons is you need to have some personal data already available in order to use this database, such as name and location, or email. If you have email, you can put the phone numbers. If you have just name and location, you can get the phone numbers as well. So the best place for finding the data is LinkedIn, and that's what I actually use. So for this example, I found that guy, and let's imagine just I want this to find the phone number of that guy. His name is Jason Lolk, I believe. And again, we're not going to break any laws. We're just going to go to the cyber background checks or to both the True People Search, and we can just type this person right here. Let me actually pull this tool from scratch. Okay, so I'm going to put his name and his surname here, and then we need location. Location should be, you cannot, if it's going to be like metropolitan area, it's not going to fly. We need a name of the city. Where's this guy? Okay, so he is New York, the state New York. This is what we're going to copy and paste. This is what we're going to grab and put it here. Click enter, and we see two, basically, Jason Log, one of the 68 old, and it's obviously not our guy based on the picture, right? And the second one is, which is our guy, is 36 years old, is living this you basically can see all of the information, and it's scary, right? How many information they have on us, and since it's publicly available, well, probably somehow he did provide that. So anyhow, I'm going to click view details, and we even see what is the estimated value of his house and whatnot when it's built. I personally don't need this information. I'm just looking at for personal mobile numbers, but we see where the person lives. And as you see right now here, and this is one of the pros of this tool, that you don't need to have a third party tool to validate personal mobile numbers from landline and mobile, right? Which is in all of all the tools you always need it. You always, because you find the phone numbers, they don't provide you the information. But in these two tools that I use, websites, database, True People Search, and cyber background checks, you don't need it, which is the pro. So as you see, they have got a couple of phone numbers. The landline, we don't need it, and here is the mobile number wireless, and that's exactly what we need. And this is how we use the tool. Pretty much the same. You use the True People Search. And for this example, again, we just found it for that guy. But if you're doing the search, let's say you're looking for the plumber or something else, you go to LinkedIn again and you put your location. You type, you choose people, and then I pick in this, for example, I pick Orlando, Florida. And the keywords that I use, let me move me. Um, I just put the title plumber, but usually you're looking for their business owner, right? Sorry. Always recommend to put titles because the search would be better. You gotta get owner or CEO or founder, let's say. And then I click show results, and it just says only 50 people. But anyhow, you can increase your search by adding different location, right? The entire, for example, Florida or whatever. So anyhow, if I'm looking for that person or this person, actually I already pulled someone from the search. Ken Rosen, yeah, I want to show you this guy. So if you go, and I'm just showing that because I already pulled that guy prior to that, and I use True People Search for that example. So you see how that works. I put his name and surname, Ken Rosen, plumber, and Brooklyn, New York, right? So I put it here, Brooklyn, New York, and as you see, that showed me quite a few people. And this one is, for whatever reason, it show lives in Sacramento, California, but as you see, it used to live in Brooklyn, New York. So I figured this is our guy is actually this guy. And as you see, we've got the phone number as well. We have a lot more information in this tool. We got a whole bunch of phone numbers, as you see. So anyhow, this is the first method that we use. It has its pros and its cons. So let me kind of close it so it doesn't bother me anymore. All right, cool. So let's move to the next one. The next one, I will show you three methods because this first method, it works for both local, not local, as long as you have the name, the personal name and location, it works, right? The next, I'm going to show you three methods for local businesses, small business. I'm talking about small businesses because if it's a big business, we're probably not going to find the information for the CEO and available from these tools. But in the next, I'll show you another tools, not in the next video, but actually after these three methods, I'll show you how you can find personal information for CEO, owners of the big companies, and also online businesses, things like that. So anyhow, this method was great. One of the pro is because you don't need a third-party tool. Everything else that I'm going to show from that, you need to have the third-party tool to validate phone numbers. I use ClickPhone, clearoutphone.io, and I'll put link here. None of the links are affiliate, by the way, and I just put them here for you guys for the sake. If you want to download this document, you can find it below this video with all of the information, all of the links that you see here attached. They are going to be here, so you can easily click on them, and or just going to type it, whatever you prefer. So anyhow, we're going to use ClearOut Phone to validate the numbers. It does has 100 free credits, so you can test it out for free. And I do already have account, but for now, I'm just going to close it. Just make sure that you separate mobile numbers from landline numbers using that tool. Otherwise, you're going to start sending calls, SMS or text or to the wrong number, to the landline, right? Which is not going to work. So it's not cool. All right, so scraping, first we're gonna start scraping local businesses using Facebook business pages. And this one also manual. It's which is counts, and the pro is free. The pros is free. So we're gonna go and we're gonna type, let's say plumbers, Miami, Miami plumbers. And we're gonna go click to the pages. And here's we're gonna see a whole bunch. Why it's pound here? I think it's pulling that I'm in Europe or whatever. So yeah, because I didn't turn on. It's another Google Chrome. So anyhow, you basically gonna click on those profiles and you're gonna allocate the phone numbers, right? And that's how you're gonna, most of the times, as I said, those people, if it's a small shop, they're gonna put their personal phone numbers because they want to take calls themselves. It's a one guy shop, one guy band, right? So in this case, you're just gonna open this one and then this one and this and next, and you just clicking on them and you're gonna allocate. This is manual, but this is free. So I decided just to show it to you. Oh, it says in pound, but the phone number is US based. Okay, anyhow. Um, this is phone numbers, phone numbers, phone numbers. I still recommend you to validate them between landline and personal numbers, and usually going to get 50 to 80% probably will be mobile when you scrape from business pages, Facebook business pages in this case, of the small businesses, right? So anyhow, let me close this one. Boom. So the next method is scraping local businesses using Google Maps, using Instant Data Scraper, free Google extension. The link is also here. You just Google and install. Obviously, I already got that one. And this is finally automated, not manual. The Pro is automated. The Pro is free. Oh, that doesn't have any cons, which is awesome. So I'm going to go and type again, let's say plumber Miami. And let me refresh the page just in case. And so from there, you're going to click on more businesses. Oh, it's still rolling. Let's wait. More businesses, and you're going to scroll down. You see all of those businesses, and most of them is going to have the phone numbers. I actually already did this search. I already have it, but anyhow, I'm going to scrape again. And these are personal mobile numbers, but most of them will end up being personal mobile numbers if we're targeting the small companies, right? So that's how it works, and it's pretty slow. I think it's because of the proxy or whatever. So anyhow, I'm going to click on this instant data scraper, and now we see the table here, and you can rename it whatever you want, just for your information. Like this is the name of the company if you need it. And these are, let me move it here. These are the phone numbers is going to be there as well, as you see. So let me just move it. Let me just quickly show you how to use it. So first of all, you gotta, why it missed those two. Let me refresh the page. Let me actually turn off the proxy. It should speed things up. Okay, cool. So, right, we've got it. Now let's click on the extension, and for whatever reasons it skipped this first one, but anyhow, the point is we want to locate next button. We're going to scroll it down, and you see this green button here. We're going to click on that one, so the tool knows where to click on the next button, so it automatically will go there. And this is awesome free tool, and it works pretty fast. So let me go back to here, and I'm just going to start crawling. I'll keep all of the settings the same way. We click on that, and it works its magic. As you see, it's working pretty fast, and it will pull a lot of data for us for free. But then don't forget to validate the phone numbers anyways, using this clear out, whatever the name of that, or whatever you find the tool. Okay, so now we're going to click CSV, and it's downloaded. I'm going to close the tool. This one is old one, and this one is new one. All right, cool. This is what I just downloaded. It does provide you different information, even rating of the, whatever it's show on the Google Maps is going to scrape all of the data. But in my case, we even see how many years in the business the person or the company. So, but in my case, what I need is I need mobile sorry, phone numbers. So we're gonna have it right here. As you see, all of the phone numbers, some of them would be mobile, some of them not. So, but we did get a good list of what's that, 200 something, 190. Scrape 190 for this example for that city. And this is exactly what we're going to grab these. If we're going to go to the clear out, let me see, where is it? Clearoutphone.io. And you can use your 100 free credits. I do already have account that I created maybe a year ago or something. And I already ran from this account the free, I think, credits. But anyhow, all you're gonna do is come here and you're gonna upload your information here. You're gonna do the quick validation. Oh no, not this one. Bulk phone numbers validation. Yeah, you're gonna click add the list and you're gonna just drop that list here. And from there, I'm not going to use it right now because I ran out of the credits. As you see, I've got only 4 credits, but you just can follow this and you're going to get your phone numbers. It's going to show you VoIP numbers. It's going to show you landline or mobile numbers. And yeah, that's how you're going to do it. So the next, we're done with the Google Maps scraping. We've talked about Facebook already. And so the third method for local small businesses that I use is oh yeah, by the way, if you like this video so far, receive any value, I do encourage you to like it and subscribe because I will make a ton of video um, that's showing you exactly how to get quality leads and book lots of sales calls. So the next one I use is scrape. I scrape local business owners using D7 Lead Finder. I used to use Leads Gorilla as well, but for whatever reasons, it stopped working on my end, or I mean on their end probably. So that's why I didn't put it here. So the pros, it is paid, but it's very cheap and gives you lots of searches, lots of data. And the cons that it doesn't give you the name of the business owner because it just gives you the business. This is how you scrape the business data, not personal. Later, I'm going to show you how to get the personal data. But for now, we just want to use the D7 Lead Finder. And I am going to click on this link. You can just type in Google. And I do have account, but right now I'm not going to log into that. I'm just going to show you the free. I think it's giving you 5 searches remaining, 5 free searches, so you can test it out. Anyhow, let's say we're targeting again plumbers, right? We're going to go plumbers and we're going to go Chicago. Boom, Illinois. Let's go. We're going to click get leads. It's going to take up to 3 minutes to scrape. 3:30 it says. So this tool costs $35 or $45, and you're going to get 10 searches per day, and you can scrape up to 3,500 leads per day with that. So you're going to get in a 1 month, you're going to get 100,000 leads or something. So it's pretty cheap. It's pretty good tool for local businesses, especially if you're going to type like attorney or something, big firms, you're not going to get good results with that. So anyhow, usually it takes up to 3 minutes and then you're going to receive the lead list, and we're not going to, let me close this one. We're not going to wait for that, and we're going to move to the next one. So D7, don't forget again to pair it as always with, what's the name of that? I forgot again, clearoutphone.io. To separate mobile numbers from landlines. Yeah, you can download this document below this video. No affiliate links here. Nobody of those tools are paying me, so I just share what I use. All right, so last but definitely not least, a method of how we're going to get scrape personal data for local businesses and non-local businesses, big firms. If we want a personal data of the CEO, owner, founder, things like that, the decision makers, right? So we're going to be using Apollo. And Apollo.io is pretty expensive tool, and I don't think it's worth it. So we're going to be using just to create this search and link, and then we're going to use Fiverr or Upwork to order from there. So it's going to be a lot cheaper. So anyhow, the way it works, you're just going to create the go to apollo.io and create your free account. And when you create your free account, we're going to go to the search. Again, we're not going to scrape from Apollo. We're going to use the search, and then we get the search link, and then we're going to send it to the person on Fiverr or Upwork, and they're going to get it for us a lot cheaper. As you see, Apollo, I think 99 per month or something, even more expensive. But the point is, we're going to get it for $15 to $30 for 10,000 leads. We're going to get 10,000 leads with lots of emails and the phone numbers, of course. So anyhow, we go to do the search in, let me close, which one? This one. We're going to do the search. Let's say for the sake of this example, we're going to go for roofing. And we see 62,000 people, but we got to put some location. Let's say we go for United States. As you see, they have plenty of filters here. I don't really use most of them. I just use job title, location, and industry keywords I usually don't use because it's still going to show me all of the roofing companies here. So let me see. I go to the job titles. Definitely go for owner. I go for CEO. And let's say I go for founder. Here you go. All right, so we've got 5,700-ish. So let me see, double check revenue. I'm gonna skip this one. Yeah, as long as you did your search and you're happy with the results that it pulls, which is I'm definitely happy. I see every company has roofing in the title, so it's like very hyper targeted leads, right? But we don't want to export using Apollo itself because it's going to cost us hundreds and hundreds of dollars to do that type of things. So what we're going to do is we're going to just copy this link, and if you click on this one, it's going to be open the search already, which is this one, by the way. So this search that I put here is exactly for those service providers. Different service providers, you can look up them here and see which one is cheaper, which one has more testimonials and whatnot. So I pull a couple of them from that search. I see one of them $15, as it goes as cheap as $15 per this 10,000K email leads export, as you see. And this person has two reviews. So 2 reviews is okay. It's better than nothing. So anyhow, you can give a shot that guy. I haven't tried him, so I'm just saying that you can pull from the list of all of those people that shows up here, as you see for the keyword Apollo. Most of them provide the lead scraping from Apollo, and I don't know how they do it, why it's so cheaper for them, but they probably have some unlimited account or whatever, so they do it a lot cheaper. $40 too pricey. This guy's is $30, and let me see, and it has 22 reviews. And if you check reviews, looks legit, a ton of them, and yeah. So anyhow, take it for what it is. It's up to you which seller you purchase from, but that's the point. You see, they said you need to provide URL provided. That's the URL that we grab. This is the URL from our search, and then we're gonna give this URL to this person, make an order. But before making an order, make sure you contact them and kind of talk through the whole thing. But yeah, that's how it usually works. And 10,000 Apollo exports will cost you $30, for example, in this case, or 15, or whatever you find here. And yeah, what you can expect on average from 10,000 search, you can expect about 5 to 7,000 would be phone numbers, both landline and mobile. And then after you validate it, you going to get about 2,000 mobile phone numbers, which is pretty good. Now, if you use these phone numbers to do cold calling, voicemail drops, or call texting, I have a system that I use to consistently get 70 to 100 sales calls per month with these phone numbers. So you are, if you are interested in something like that, you can book a call with me below this video where I can help you set up those systems, give you access to all of the tools that you need, so your calendar will be always filled with qualified appointments. So if you're interested, you can book a call with me below. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.